Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have G.I. Joe Classified Series Jason Shockwave Faria, and as you can see it comes in that eco-friendly style packaging, some awesome artwork on the package of Shockwave. He is number 105 from the Classified Series line. There's a QR code if you need to scan it to see what he's good at, to check out his file card. I do miss those old school file cards, but let's go ahead and get Shockwave out of the box. Straight out of the package, you're going to notice Shockwave comes with a bunch of accessories and one big accessory, which is this riot shield. And honestly, this sends me back to the days of when I played Rainbow Six Siege. You got these big old meaty shields that can take some bullets. You got the lights on the front right here to represent, basically like to blind people in front of you. And you got the wiring on the side. They got a lot of sculpt work in here and some little bit of paint accents. Dings and dents showing it's been used before. And we got the Cobra insignias on there, basically saying no Cobras, or marking how many Cobras he's taken out or how many he's blinded. I don't know what that represents, but it's still a cool little feature to have on there. The inside of the shield sculpted as well. We got the arm piece that looks padded. Got some little wiring and stuff for the lighting and everything. I was concerned that this was going to break because, you know, some of the Marvel Legends and stuff, you know, especially Captain America, some of these snap, but it is a little bit of a softer, pliable plastic. So as long as you're not too aggressively rough, this isn't going to snap. The handle does have a little bit of give too. So it's nicer in that aspect. So I don't have to worry about this part breaking, because once you break one of these, the shield is starting to become worthless at that point. But this shield looks awesome, and I'm glad I have it. Shockwave also comes with a removable cap, and it has the camouflage tampo on there, and just a nice little cap here. To go with that shield, we do get a nightstick. So, you know, for those non-lethal moments where you just have the riot shield and you just need to knock back some people and clear the way, we do got this nice nightstick. One accessory that I like that he comes with is this like multi-tool pry bar, so you can get into some doorways. It's got some nice sculpt work on there, a lot of little details. Looks like it can be used to saw, to cut, you know, but mainly, you know, use it as that nice pry bar. Now we start getting into the lethal weapons. We got ourselves a knife. It's sculpted pretty nicely. A lot of sculpt work in the handles, the little rivets and everything. You just got this blade. So in case he needs to stab something or cut away something, he does have a knife. For firepower, Shockwave comes with a pair of MP9s, machine pistols. If it's not MP9, I'm sure one of you guys will correct me down below, but I do believe it's an MP9. But it's sculpted really nicely. We got the muzzle flash hole for effects and even a silencer if you got any extra silencers laying around. And we do got the magazine. Now the magazine is very thin. It does slide out, but I noticed when trying to push it in there to make sure it's in there nice and snug, it did give, and I cranked it in one direction and I was like, oh no, stress marks, but it didn't give me stress marks. But definitely be careful because it is a very thin piece of plastic for that magazine. I was really surprised that they were doing removable magazines on this piece, but we get a pair of these and they look great. Here we have an up close look at Shockwave, and with the hat on, like side profile looks okay. It's just sort of, I don't know, I feel like I need to heat the hat up so it forms the head a little bit, like fits it a little bit better. Because when you're looking at it straight on, I don't know, something's off with the hat. And I think heating it up might make it better to fit onto this big old dome of his. Now he does have a nice head sculpt. The paintwork on the eyes are a little cartoony, not as realistic as some of the other characters, but we do got a nicely sculpted balaclava. As a kid, I was always like, it's the blue beachhead. His vest has some wear and tear on it. I really like how that looks. We got the camouflage on there, sculpted pockets, sheath for the knife. We got some shotgun shells, but he didn't come with the shotgun. Bunch of pouches. Belt looks good. The texturing, the sculpt work. It's a really nice looking figure. Holsters for his machine pistols. His hands have little gauntlets. These are floaty little pieces, so you can take them off if you really want to. And his hands look good. They're casted in black plastic. And when you go to the inside of the fingers, they didn't get the paint all the way in there. So one side's black. I just wish they would have basically gave them all gloves instead of the fingerless stuff. So you don't have that, because I feel like over time, the paint might be coming off of those fingers, you know? But overall, it still looks like Shockwave. The thigh holsters cast in that blue. It's got some knee pads, shin guards, and he has the little sheath on the side of his boot so he can have that pry bar, and his boots are done really well. Diving into articulation, his head can look left and right, can look down and up quite well, so plenty of movement out of the head. His arms can do full T poses. He's got the bicep swivel. He's got a little bit of butterfly joint. You can see it working there. Double jointed elbows, which work really well. Wrist rotation, wrist bend. He does have like a, well, he has a crunch. Oh, his crunch actually works with the vest. So he does crunch in a little bit, and he can crunch back. You can actually see it right under there. He's got that hula hoop waist, so it's not like a swivel, so you can get him to do a hula hoop. He can do the full Van Damme. Thigh cuts. Can kick all the way up there. He's got double jointed knees. Let's see how well those work. Really well. He's got the boot cut at the boot, ankle bend, and pivot. Shockwave is a awesome figure. He comes with a bunch of fun accessories. I have him with that big old shield, getting ready to deflect that hatchet attack from Shadow Tracker, and then he's got the nightstick just to attack him back, and it's just awesome. I like the stuff that he comes with, his accessories and everything. Now, everybody could sit there and nitpick it and be like, he should have came with the shotgun that's going with the sculpted in bullets, or he should have came with the M4. But if you're collecting Joes or figures in general, Action Force, you have a shotgun or assault rifle that you could equip with them if it's that big of a deal. The only accessory I would have liked to have seen is a gas mask, because the 2-pack version of the 25th anniversary Shockwave, it was him and Destro. He came with a gas mask, and I really liked that idea. It would have been cool to get one that either slid over his head or was just an alternate head. But then again, you know, it is what it is. But this figure is awesome. Shockwave is definitely a fun figure to pose around. I'm having a lot of fun just posing him up. He's getting attacked by a bunch of Cobra, and he's getting overwhelmed, so he's just diving his back through the door into the pub, blasting his way, trying to keep himself covered so he can get to safety. He did take down one of the Cobra troopers, and, you know, you got Firefly getting ready to blast him, and then he has a bazooka round ready to take out the front of that bar. So it's pretty awesome just to get that nice urban SWAT type of combat, and it's just a really fun figure. Here we have Shockwave hanging out with Shockwave Jr., and yes, I busted out the 25th anniversary Shockwave that I had available, and honestly, you can see they represent each other quite well, and this is a lighter blue plastic for the 25th anniversary, which I like the slightly darker for the 6-inch, but this figure is awesome. If you're a Joe fan, Shockwave fan, he does not disappoint. He is a fun figure to pose around, and honestly, that sums up my unboxing and review of G.I. Joe Classified Series Shockwave. If you guys are liking my content, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel evolve and grow. Make sure you hit the silver bell notification so you know when I post up a new video, and when I go live every Wednesday evening, 7:30 p.m. Eastern for State of the Art. Come hang out, talk action figures, and just have a blast. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.